Hello everybody, and Jess here, and welcome to Girls Frontline, a brand new series that I will be watching. I know pretty much nothing about it. I just know that it's based on the Girls Frontline anime. I don't Girls Frontline gacha. I don't know why they decided to change the name from Girls Frontline to Dolls Frontline. It's true that the characters in the gacha are named dolls, T-dolls to be more precise, but why the change? I don't know. Even when you open the gacha, you're welcomed by one of the characters saying Shoujo Sensen, which translates to Girls Frontline, not Dolls Frontline. Unless I'm mistaken, because I might be. I don't know Japanese all that well. So it's entirely possible that shoujo does in fact mean doll, although I doubt it. As far as the plot goes, again, I don't really know anything about it. I did play a little bit of Girls Frontline, but I just got to chapter 2. I literally completed the first mission of chapter 2, so even if the anime follows the story of the gacha, I don't know that story all that well. Not quite yet, at least. I just know that the main organization that the player is a part of is Griffin. And that's essentially it. I don't even remember the name of the antagonistic organization. There was another anime based on gacha. It was based on Azure Lane, I believe. Yeah, there is an Azure Lane anime, and it didn't get quite as good a reception as you would think. I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard, it was fairly poorly made. I hope that Dolls Frontline will be made better, because if we start seeing good anime made based on gacha, that means perhaps one day we will live to see an anime based on, I don't know, Blue Archive. I would love that. Or Alchemy Stars, another great game that I've been playing a lot. Arknights, it would make for an amazing anime, don't get me wrong, but Arknights is a Chinese developed game, so chances for it getting an anime are fairly slim, unless, of course, it's made in China. But I don't think that would happen. I guess we'll have to live and see. In the last season, there was Tact of Destiny, which was an anime that made for an advertisement for the gacha. I don't think the gacha itself is out yet, but yeah, it went like in the opposite direction. The anime was good. The gacha will hopefully be good as well. So I don't know. Maybe we're gonna see more of that. Maybe not. I would love some gacha games based on, I don't know, a Trigger gacha based on all the characters from Trigger shows. It's something that those companies might be getting into. We'll have to live and see. So let's not dawdle. Let's not prolong this intro any further. I've already been talking for 4 minutes without really saying anything. So let's just give you guys some subs, and let's just jump straight into it, shall we? Now, this version isn't by Subsplease, oddly enough. Subsplease hasn't released their version of Dolls Frontline, actually, for some reason. This is a version by Erai Ross. So if you want to match your subtitles and your timing exactly to mine, look for the Erai Ross version. And yeah, I think we should just begin. So, Dolls Frontline, episode 1, version by Erai Ross, is gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Animation. Oh, we're starting in medias res. Go. Sangvis Ferri. Yeah, that's right. Okay, they even include the gacha mechanic of controlling the nodes. Okay, we're getting started. I think it might follow the story of the gacha. (2062). Okay. Can we get some action now, maybe? There is a lot of jargon so far that I don't quite get. I guess this anime was made for someone who's been playing Girls Frontline for a long time and is intimately, in the know about what all of that means. Oh, okay, we're getting an OP. Not bad. Has a very AMV feeling to it, but it's not bad. Okay, Girls Frontline. Warner Bros. Japan? That's interesting. Yeah, that's always the thing with gachas. The characters are always like dolls or artificial constructs or something like that. Well, not always. In Arknights, there are actual people, for example. Same goes for Alchemy Stars and Blue Archive. Okay, tip for the future. Use outdated OS to make it unhackable. Why are you a cat girl? Or a wolf girl, I guess. And here comes Sangvis Ferri, I'm assuming. Yep, that's some nice music. Of course, she's a psycho. You'd think that in 2062 or whatever year it is, data transfer will be a little bit faster. You know, it's 2022 and we have Thunderbolt now. Oh, that's a death flag. That's a death flag if I've seen one. Okay, the music is nice. Should have taken those stray dolls with you. There were 9 of them. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I guess they were left without any orders and are just kind of on autopilot. Yeah, you seem to be doing very well with grenade launchers and all that. What? Oh, the call to take those 9 with you, or yeah, maybe like focus on shooting. Yeah. Of course, it won't be that easy. Hmm? Aren't like whose? Oh, there she goes. uh, I guess she's gonna race despite half her head being blown off. Or she was hyped up as like super powerful advanced doll or whatever. No, I guess she's dead. Cool. Why are the subs just saying Tidal? They have names. This is Pepesha. Okay. Thank you for the exposition. Makes sense. The music really has no right to be as good as it is. I'm guessing the mass produced T dolls, the abandoned ones, are gonna get sacrificed in the end? Or are they gonna get rescued? Pepesha, Scorpion, and whoever that one with a rifle is. Snipers? Oh, I thought she has a rifle, not an RPG. Yeah, they have rifles, not RPGs. Okay, so we are tying the gacha mechanics into it. The gameplay mechanics, that is, of capturing nodes. Special skills of a grenade throw. Yeah. It's always a church, isn't it? It's always a church. Probably underground? A glove? Is the glove of the one that they blew up? Or. Oh, there's more of them. Oh. Oh. Hmm. You're fairly easy to kill for such a advanced construct. Single headshot seems to be enough. Come on, Pepesha. Oh, I guess Pepesha is dead as well. And there goes Scorpion. What kind of a chance, though? Yeah, what kind of a chance? They're already here. And the multiple of them. Where? Okay, I guess there are some concrete pillars. They have the accuracy of stormtroopers. React to that, maybe? And there go the pillars. They really have the accuracy of stormtroopers, don't they? Explain, please. I have no clue what the 7th combat module is. Nice panty shot. Yeah. Thank you for explaining your weakness to us. They have a lot of ammo. There's 4 of them. Uh, okay, grenade. That's good. I thought she's gonna try to shoot them from the air. One down at least. High end my ass. High endo di endo. And yeah, the advantage in numbers. You can make more of them. So just bail. Hmm. Okay, so I don't think the story actually follows the gacha. Or maybe it does. Because I remember there also being a story of some dolls being left behind. But I think, and one escaping, but I think it was about Pepesha and Scorpion. Not about whoever those four are. The player. Now, are they gonna show the player? Is this the player? I appreciate the car not. Or is it CG? I can't tell. If it's CG, then it's good CG. Is that the commander? Is that the player? And she's gay. Oh, that's it. Okay. I didn't notice the passage of time, honestly. I think it's raspberry tea. Although I'm not sure. My mom made it for me, so I've no clue what kind of tea it is. That's a nice ED. The music in this series is really good, isn't it? Warner Music Japan, there you go. That's probably why. Griffin Kryuger, Warner Bros. Japan, Sunburn Network Technology. Okay, there we go. That was Girls Frontline. Uh, let's go through it again, shall we? Yep, there we go. Yeah, let's quickly go through it. Although I don't know, there's much to talk about. I thought we're starting in medias res, and we kind of are because this situation happened later, so it's kind of we're starting with kind of a flash forward. Yeah, those are the Pepeshas, the Scorpions. We're getting a little background. The whole first part, the first like minute, yeah, the first minute is basically like the trailer for the series, I'm guessing. Only after the first minute, we're getting some actual story. I thought at first that these are the Sangvis dolls, that they are that we're gonna follow the antagonists for a change. That would be interesting, but apparently not. Those are also Griffin dolls. And of course we have a mission to retrieve some intel. The OP. The OP, on one hand, I like it as, a piece of media, so to speak, but it doesn't seem like an OP, if you know what I mean. Right? The art style, first of all, is completely different. There are no, cuts from the anime itself. This really seems like a music video, like a promotional music video they would make for Girls Frontline. Kind of like the music videos they're making for Arknights, for example, right? It really does seem like it. Like something they would post on YouTube, not exactly it doesn't exactly seem like an OP to an anime. But overall, it's good. I like it. I really like the music in this series in general. We're in Sangvis territory. Reach the target point. Who is she? She's not the shop lady character from the gacha. What's her name? I forgot what her name is, but there is a shop lady character that's kind of your assistant. I don't recall any characters from the gacha that would have cat ears. That is Python. Kind of looks like Python. A little bit. End loop var and yeah, I think it might be Python or some coffee script or something. No clue. It's probably just a made-up language. Grab the data, blow up the mainframe, and bail. Of course, agent of the Sangvis Ferri, a high-end model. For a high-end model, it's fairly easy to kill. That's a lot of... Can I get a shot on them? No, I can't. But there was a lot of... Yeah, there is a lot of those mass-produced T-dolls from Sangvis Ferri. That's one thing that kinda intrigues me, I guess, in the gacha. Maybe it's gonna be explained later in the series, maybe it's gonna get explained later in the gacha. Sangvis Ferri essentially kind of rebelled, from what I gather. How do they have access to facilities that can produce more of them? And how do they have the, I guess, wits about them to continue producing more of them? That kind of seems odd to me, but probably there is an explanation to that. Yeah, that blew out a chunk of her head. That blew out another big chunk. And yeah, we need to get support from those 9 T-dolls. Getting attacked by the maid. And the maid is just defeated just like that. They don't even know they were abandoned. They're trying to go for some, feely, dramatic feeling things in this episode. The drama of them being abandoned and them sacrificing themselves. But I guess it kind of loses its strength when you know that they are mass-produced. They aren't like real, actual individual characters. They're literally being mass-produced. So it kind of loses its power, I guess. If it was Arknights and someone died, sure, you actually care about them because they are the one and only character that exists. Here, if those 3 Pepeshas perish, you can make 7 more Pepeshas. It's not a problem. And of course, we deal with them very easily because of good leadership. And that kind of, reinforces the fact that we need good leadership. I love how that's just an attack. She lifts her skirt and uses 4 guns under that skirt to attack. She doesn't have like a regular weapon, just those guns under her skirt. So ridiculous that I love it. And yeah, they're getting torn to shreds and are still alive, despite that. Because they are mechanical constructs. Sorry for yawning, but my coffee hasn't kicked in yet, I think. And there are more of them. But as we discover later, after a couple of nice panty shots, they have a weakness. They have superior frontal firepower, but they can't really, see behind their backs. And they can't really move once they start shooting because of the sheer recoil. Now in here we see that they can spread those guns at like a 90-degree angle, so they could technically cover like 4 directions. I wonder why they didn't. It's kind of odd. Oh, right. Yeah, even if they do cover those 4 directions, they cannot cover attack from above. Not to mention, they have their backs exposed. Oh, why the fuck am I yawning? I woke up not that long ago. And there we go. Headshot done. And she has to go all alone to deliver the info and get reinforcements. I think this was actually the plot of the gacha, but I'm not entirely sure. Now we see this character. I like her design. I have to say, I like her design. I'm a sucker for pencil skirts. I'm a sucker for chokers. And a sucker for short hair. I really like her design. I think this character might have been made a little bit androgynous on purpose, because the player character can be, anybody. So they made this character androgynous on purpose, so that you can reasonably see yourself as this character, no matter who you are. The skirt kinda, disturbs that image, the skirt and the pantyhose. If she was wearing pants, regular trousers, then it would be probably easier for anybody to inject themselves into this blank slate of a character. But regardless of all that, I really like this design. What kind of girls are waiting for me? And that's the ED, and another banger. I really, really like the music in this series. Oh, okay. Let's not turn off this view quite yet, because I want to check out the staff real quick. Window capture, please. Thank you. My anime list. Who was it made by? Asahi Production. This show need more edgy. Sure, whatever you say, man. And staff. First, Asahi Productions. What did they make? Huh. They actually have some decent series on behind their belt, it would seem. Peach Boy Riverside, Shumatsu no Izetta, Medaka Box, Galilei Donna, some sort of Precure. Anything else I recognize? Not really. Hello Kitty. There we go. Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty. A lot of Hello Kitty. And a lot of kid anime. But also Galilei Donna, which was not many people have seen it. It's not super mainstream anime, but I watched it and I liked it. If you're looking for something to watch, hey, give Galilei Donna a shot. Okay, so they are not a completely no-name studio, and there's Karina. She's the shop lady that I mentioned, and our main characters are M16A1, M4 Submod 2, M4A1, and STAR15, and I guess UMP45. Cool. There's no way in hell I'm gonna remember those names. I can remember Pepesha, I can remember Scorpion. I can maybe remember Submod and Star, and maybe UMP, but that's it. Stuff. There isn't much stuff listed, but let's check out the director, the script writer, why not? The music, and the character designer, why not? The director is Shigeru Ueda, who's responsible for Bleach. Episode director of just a single episode, but sure, still, he worked on Bleach. Episode director on a lot of episodes of Shakugan no Shana, a couple of episodes of Seikon no Quasar, Kampfer. What else? Peach Boy Riverside, it's the studio, right? Seikon no Quasar 2. Anything else that I would recognize? Yeah, Girls Frontline, Senran Kagura. Not one of the worst directors ever, but an absolute brat you are. Oh, this guy should be blacklisted from the industry. Okay, yeah, those comments don't fill me with optimism for the future of Girls Frontline, Dolls Frontline rather. But hey, Shakugan no Shana was a decent watch, so I have no clue why those people are complaining, to be perfectly honest with you. Hideyuki Kurata. Hideyuki Kurata. Script to Goblin Slayer, script to Made in Abyss, to Helsing Ultimate. There you go. Grisaya no Kajitsu, Drifters, Tokyo Ravens. More Grisaya. Kaminomi no Shiru Sakai. The World God Only Knows. Amazing series, by the way. If you're looking for some imaginative and fairly non-standard romance series, The World God Only Knows is amazing. I recommend it to everybody. More Goblin Slayer, Tokyo ESP, Jungetsu no Maria, Made in Abyss. What else? Galilei Donna again. That's the studio. Okay, so we can fully expect, and he published some manga, wrote stories for some manga. Okay, a lot of ROD. Fantastic scriptwriter. Okay, so at least we can be sure that the script, Girls Frontline, is gonna be good. The direction, maybe not so much. We'll see, but the script is gonna be top notch. Watanabe Takashi, responsible for music. Music only for Girls Frontline and Manaria Friends. But he's doing a good job. I hope he finds more projects to work on, because the music to those Frontlines so far has been absolute bangers. And Masaki Yamada, the character designer, for what else? Deadman Wonderland, animation director for Samurai Champloo, for Ergo Proxy. Some prominent roles, character design for Deadman Wonderland, some other movie. Animation director and key animator for the OP of Rosenmaid and Tromend. Steamboy. Lodos. Ultraman. There you go. Yeah, that's a decent portfolio. And wrote even stories for a couple of manga. Yep. Okay. The staff of Girls Frontline seems to be great. Besides the director. It seems. But I don't know. I haven't personally seen any, particularly flawed works of his. Anything I've seen from that director seems to have been at least decent. So I'm not sure. Those Frontline might as well be a great series. We'll see in the future. The first episode, a little bit confusing, sure, but I guess it expects you to have played a lot of Girls Frontline first. It's certainly anime directed at the fans of the gacha and not at people completely oblivious to it. The animation was decent, the art was great, some nice panty shots, some nice set pieces. I liked it. It's perhaps not, 10 out of 10 so far. It's probably not something that I'm gonna remember for years to come. Probably not something that I will rewatch. But it's a decent series. I enjoyed it. I didn't notice the passage of time, so that should speak for itself, right? Yeah, future episodes can bring anything really. It can get much worse, it can get much better. We'll have to wait, watch, and see. And I hope you will join me in that adventure. You can subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you get notified about future releases of this series. And let me know in the comments, what did you think of this first episode? What do you think of my reaction to it? What are your hopes? What are your fears? Do you play the gacha? Do you like it? Does this anime actually follow the gacha? I don't know. I'm not sure. So tell me about it. Just if it does follow the gacha, don't spoil me anything. As always, I have to ask you to refrain from any and all spoilers. And right, subscribe to the channel, as I mentioned before, to get notified of future releases. I'm gonna have a brief look at my schedule. Right, on Thursdays, I watched Tokyo 24KU. It seems to be an amazing series so far. I've seen the first episode. It's gonna be somewhere in the cards, so go click it and go watch it. The first episode was a double length, 48 minutes. It kind of blindsided me, but it was great. I highly recommend it. On Thursdays, on Fridays, I watch it on Thursdays, I release it on Fridays, I don't know yet. Girls Frontline, of course. On either Saturday or Sunday, I'm not sure yet, I'm gonna be watching Sabikui Bisco, and I'm also gonna watching Symphogear on some day of the week. I'm not quite sure yet when I'm gonna squeeze it, but I'm certainly gonna squeeze Symphogear. Sorry, I blanked out for a minute. I'm certainly gonna squeeze Symphogear somewhere in there. And of course, Symphogear is gonna be released early for my Patreons. So if you wanna get early access to that, you can subscribe to my Patreon. If you don't mind waiting a little bit, you can just watch the YouTube. It's the exact same video, simply released a little bit earlier or a little bit later. You can join my Discord, which is open to everybody right now. Link is down in the description. It's just that if you subscribe for just $1 amount on Patreon, you get a role, you get access to some additional channels. It's not something you have to do, but it's something you can do. Of course, if the Discord starts becoming a mess or something, I'm gonna paywall it again, but I don't think I will have to do that. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, but tell me why so I can improve. Anything else that I would need to shill? No, I don't think so. I went completely out of order, but I talked about everything I needed to talk about. Share this video, I guess, if you want. I don't know, maybe. So, as always, that's gonna be it from me for today. And fuck, I'm completely thrown off. That's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Cheers!